Hello everyone and welcome to Jimin Weekly News. I'm Daydream and here is the first news for you. As we all know, on June 12th, Jimin shared a photo on his official Instagram account showcasing a list of achievements, certifications, badges and letters from his comrades. He was honored with awards such as Best in Chemical, Biological, Radiological, Nuclear and Explosive, which means he is highly skilled and recognized as top performing in handling threats related to these extremely dangerous materials and situations. Additionally, he also got a commendation for contribution during cold weather training, top best trainee commendation, and Brave Army Award, among other accolades. All of those amazing achievements, plus Jimin's influential and heartfelt discharge speech, led to multiple Korean news outlets reporting on it in detail, mentioning also how former and active duty soldiers have expressed gratitude and emotion for Jimin's message, with responses such as "I was comforted by Jimin's words." The media wrote, quote, "Jimin has been recognized as a model military idol as he was exemplary in all military life, including receiving the Division Commander Commendation for Best Trainee, Special Warrior Selection and Early Advancement." His warm emotions at discharge day received attention from foreign media, displaying Jimin's global influence again. Jimin's heartfelt discharge speech gained a lot of attention from the Korean general public, with over 1,500 comments from soldiers feeling uplifted after hearing his words, parents of soldiers and former soldiers thanking him, praising his manners and good influence. As well as the YouTube Shorts video containing Jimin's warm words for soldiers has recorded 3.1 million views and over 54,000 likes in just 7 days, along with 3.2 thousand comments that are also filled with praise and heartfelt reactions from currently serving soldiers, those who have completed their military service, and the general public, all touched by Jimin's positive influence. There are also comments from people who became Jimin's fans, noting that their fondness for BTS has grown because of him. Among the comments, we found out about another amazing fact about Jimin's military service. Turns out Jimin served as a rifle squad leader during his time in the military. That's a military leadership role, officially appointed by a colonel-ranked officer, and it comes with a ton of responsibility. "We were in the same battalion, but Jimin was a gunner and even a squad leader," said one comment from one of Jimin's comrades. It was also hinted at in a farewell message on Jimin's uniform by one of his fellow soldiers, so this seems to be backed up by more than one source. So what does it actually mean? According to official descriptions, Jimin served as a catcher and was also the squad leader in his unit. A squad leader is the brain of the team. They don't just carry out combat duties, they play a key role in making decisions, giving commands, planning, requesting support, and coordinating the whole team. That means Jimin was trusted with leadership, discipline, communication, and decision-making during training, a pretty big deal considering how selective they are with those positions. He wasn't just part of the team, he led it, which also reflects in even more proud soldiers from Jimin unit who have come forward revealing they received his autograph by sharing it recently on their social media, showing us some very cute messages Jiminie left for them along with his signature. One of the soldiers even asked him to sign his car passenger dashboard. And then there was also a cute artwork of Jimin inspired from his IG post, uploaded by our well-known at this point graphic designer artist jiminie, that is most remembered for his Jimin Jeju mural. In addition, Reuters highlighted Jimin's thoughts on his discharge through their official YouTube channel with English subtitles, drawing attention from global media. Jimin's and JK discharge thoughts short video was also uploaded to the official YouTube channel of Newsweek, an American weekly news magazine with a 90 years old history headquartered in New York City. On the other hand, Yonhap News reported on BTS's members' discharge and the fan culture celebrating their return as well. It reflected K-pop contribution to society is not just entertainment but also a sense of community, and BTS has cultivated a healthy fan culture. In the news report covering the military discharge support site, many celebratory events by Jimin fans were featured. They showed Jimin's bus and his cafe behind Hype event, where the cafe staff revealed they had 400 customers on Jimin's and JK discharge day. Yonhap News team member even took a photo in the lovely photo zone and bought a set of Jimin's merch in the cafe. There was also pretty detailed article about touching Jimin's discharge global fan events from Star News on Naver. And finally, I have to share that Jimin was the most searched BTS member in South Korea on discharge day. He reached peak Google search interest 100 out of 100 nationwide, with Seoul, Busan, Daejeon and Jeju all ranking him at the top. Next, as of Jimin's chart achievements and awards, Jimin has now surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify in 2025, achieving it without any new release this year. The total streams of all credits of Jimin's Spotify profile have surpassed 7 billion, which makes him now the 7th most streamed artist among Korean and K-pop artists on Spotify. He is now the first and only act to hit number 1 on the Spotify Weekly Top Artists South Korea chart for 100 weeks. His second solo album, Muse, has surpassed 3 billion streams on Spotify, breaking following records: fastest Korean album, first and fastest Korean album by a K-soloist. His hit song Who marked its 47th week on the United's World Chart, remaining as the longest charting Korean solo song, solidifying Jimin as the longest charting Korean male solo artist on this chart, and it has accumulated over 7 million points on the United World Track Chart, becoming the first and only Asian solo song to surpass this number in the past decade. Then it continued to break records as the most streamed Korean song on the US Spotify chart and second most streamed song by an Asian artist. It also now ties as the second longest charting solo song by a K-soloist on the Billboard Global 200 chart in history, behind only Jimin's Like Crazy, making him now the first and only K-soloist to have multiple songs spent 48 weeks or more on the Billboard Global 200 chart, followed by Jimin winning the Korean Wave Award at the 34th Seoul Music Awards and becoming the second ever soloist to receive this award and the first and only BTS member to be honored with this distinction. This award recognizes Jimin's outstanding contribution to the global spread of K-pop as a member of BTS and a successful solo artist. His music performance and influence continue to resonate worldwide, cementing his status as a leading figure in the global pop industry. Subin from TXT, who presented the award, said in his announcing speech, yes, the 34th Annual Seoul Music Awards Korean Wave Special Award goes to I'm honored to present to this person. I am as happy as if I won this award myself. Jimin Sanbenim, congratulations! We all loved to hear the loud cheers as Jimin's name was announced.
제34회 서울가요대상 한류특별상. 이분이시군요. 제가 발표하게 돼서 정말 영광입니다. 제가 상을 받는 것이 기쁜데요. 지민 선배님 축하드립니다.
And we celebrated online as well with 6+ Jimin related keywords that were trending on Twitter X. Other member that won a trophy at this award ceremony was A.R.M.Y for Best R&B Hip Hop category. And after that, Jimin topped brand reputation rankings for top 100 idols, male and female, for June 2025, extending his record as the first and only idol to ever rank number 1, now for 26 months overall. He took over the top 3 Twitter X trends as well in South Korea as fans celebrated his newest victory. Jimin also ranked number 1 in brand reputation ranking for individual boy group members June 2025, extending his own record as the first and only idol to top this ranking for 35 consecutive months and 50 months overall. And this time, he once again was dominating Twitter X trends with 6 keywords as fans celebrated his new victory. Following up with full-page advertisement in Ilgan Sports was published as a reward for Jimin, who topped the Team Peak Most Anticipated Artist for the first half of 2025 vote, as well as Jimin ranked number 1 as the star you want to share an umbrella with on the Korean community platform Idol Chart. And then couple of days later, Korea's Big Data Research Institute Asia Brand Research Center has announced the top 10 in the individual boy group category of the K-Brand Index. The survey period was from May 21st to June 21st, 2025, and Jimin ranked second despite only being discharged 10 days prior to the results and barely being active on social media, making his rank even more amazing. Asia Brand Research Institute differs from Brand Reputation Institute. They are two organizations focused on brand reputation and market research, but they differ in scope, methodology, and regional focus. Brand Reputation Institute focuses on monthly and brand reputation rankings for K-pop idols, actors, and variety shows, etc., using big data analytics like media coverage and consumer engagement, primarily targeting South Korea. And Asia Brand Research Institute evaluates brands across Asia, focusing on broader categories and periodic industry reports. So now let's move on to the summary of jiminie mentions by other idols, celebrities, media outlets, and much more. First, Muse Fleur, the florist of choice of many Jimin fans, shared a heartwarming message on their official Instagram account as they fulfilled orders for 37 countries. They said, "This past week has been truly special as I had the chance to connect with fans from 37 different countries. Thank you so much for trusting me with your precious orders." And the wooden box they shared seemed to contain letters written to Jimin from his fans. Jimin's influence is such a beautiful thing to witness everywhere he goes. Next, Jimin recently visited the Italian restaurant Trattoria Moro in Seoul with his family to celebrate his mother's birthday. The owner shared that Jimin came with his mother and younger brother and even left a signed album as a thoughtful gesture. But it was not first time he visited the place, because previously he was there in early 2023 when his autograph first appeared on the restaurant wall. The person who shared a post about it said, "While visiting the Italian restaurant Jimin went to, we chatted with the owner, who mentioned that the day Jimin came was actually his mother's birthday. The owner even pointed out where Jimin, his mom, and his younger brother sat." So it turns out that on a special day such as this, Jimin made time in his schedule to go and celebrate with his family at the restaurant. We are always so touched to hear about his loving heart and kindness witnessed by all the people who have a lucky chance to meet him in person. Then ARMY's on Instagram found out that Stacy Hyesun Cho, Marketing Communications Director at Loewe Korea, is now following Jimin. Jimin is also followed by another Loewe Korea staff Stacy herself follows. He is the only BTS members she follows. Can we expect global ambassador role in the near future? Let's hope so. So speaking of our fandom talents such as the research one mentioned above, recently a Jimin-biased ARMY uploaded a beautiful song for Jimin showcasing her singing talent, delicately incorporating the titles of his cherished solo songs we all love so much into the lyrics. If you want to check it out in full, I will leave a link to the original video in my description.
I am free to be mine, and I'll be yours, wild and carefree. We'll filter out the noise and the pain. No more bad decisions. With you I'll remain in your vibe. I find my peaceful place. Closer than this, our love can't be replaced.
And we got another amazing video from ARMY artist on TikTok that shared a process of creating another beautiful painting of Jimin as a t-shirt design this time. Absolutely gorgeous. Following up, we got producer of Bitcoin, Park In-sok, recently mentioning Jimin in interview. He said BTS Jimin appeared on the show and it became a hot topic. The influx of viewers was huge. Even after they succeeded, BTS personalities remained the same. Our staff fell in love with Jimin and Jin. Their attitude while filming was really great. Jimin's participation on Bitcoin made headlines due to the large increase in viewership. Additionally, multiple members of the cast remarked after the show on Jimin's world-class manners and engaging personality. And then, KBS new variety show Crazy Rich Korean featured Jimin along with other prestigious Korean figures such as football star Son Heung-min or Oscar-winning director Bong Joon-ho in a video showcasing the Koreans who rose to global stage. The show highlights the success stories of world-class Koreans in various fields. We love to see how his beautiful nature and impact never fails to impress everyone. Next, Genius Korea celebrates 12 years of BTS spotlighting each member's solo journey, and this is how they reported on Jimin's solo journey to date. Jimin's solo music always leaves an impact, whether it be his mystique in Lie, his elegance in Serendipity, or his cheeky flair in Filter. When he wants it to be, Jimin's voice can turn spicy, a state of being that can leave you addicted to his androgynous vocal timbre. Then, BTV, the TV channel with the largest viewing audience in Bulgaria, covered the news about Jimin's billboard prepared in Sofia, Bulgaria to celebrate Jimin's military discharge. They also mentioned prepared projects in 30 countries. And we had Jimin's Who being used as background music during the most recent episode of The Voice Kids in Spain. The show is currently aired primetime on Antena 3, one of Spain's main TV channels, reaching millions of households every night. After that, Jimin got certified by K-pop Records Library as the most tweeted K-pop soloist on X of all time. Jimin's father shared a heartwarming update from the Millennial Cafe on their Insta account that the rice fans sent to the cafe will be donated on their behalf to those in need, offering support for a healthier daily life. The Millennial also shared an image of the rice being transported to the place where it will be donated. This meaningful gesture highlights both Jimin's influence and the generosity of his fans, who continue to spread warmth and care in his name. A calligraphy account on Instagram called Mukhyang Kali shared a photo of Jimin's signature on a calligraphy paper with his name on it, with a caption, "To receive BTS's Jimin signature on my calligraphy, what an honor. Jimin Discharge Day." Who has been added to Fortnite Festival and players were jamming to it while playing the game. English musician James Marriott shared a TikTok professing his love for Jimin.
Is this Jimin? Yes! I love you, Jimin!
I love you, Jimin.
Cat's Eyes Lara mentioned Jimin as one of her ultimate biases during the group's BuzzFeed Puppy interview. Lara has always been a fan of Jimin, from covering his songs to attending his birthday events. The artist One Violin, who breaks down the boundaries of various music genres by creating cover versions of global hit songs with the sound of a single violin, uploaded Jimin's cover of Who to his TikTok account with the comment, "What if Who by Jimin was a song of Bridgerton series?"
What If Who by Jimin was a song on the Bridgerton series. By the way, my new album 2 is out now. Go stream it on Spotify.
And speaking of Netflix shows, Marion Bourdieu, visual development artist and character designer in Netflix's new animated film K-pop Demon Hunters, revealed that Jimin was the inspiration behind a character named Baby Saja. "I actually took a lot of inspiration from BTS's Jimin for the cuteness aspect," they said in an interview. The artist has been drawing Jimin for a long time, as we can see through various amazing drawings shared by them through the years. K-pop Demon Hunters is a visually stunning animated action comedy musical about a K-pop girl group, Huntrix, who slay not just on stage but secretly fight demons by night. Baby Saja, yes, the one inspired by Jimin, is the youngest member of the Saja Boys, a fictional K-pop boy group who also happen to be actual demons, stealing fans' souls through K-pop performances, whatever that means. In fact, Chris Applehands, the creator of the show K-pop Demon Hunters, revealed how BTS as a group inspired the whole project of this movie. During the pandemic, creators Applehands and Maggie began planning the film amidst global isolation. BTS's online concert, where millions sang and danced to Dynamite, brought a sense of unity and hope. This moment influenced the creators to craft a film that blends fun, trends, and bold action while capturing the power of music to unite and overcome darkness. Voice actress Ji Young-yoo of the movie character Zoe, member of the group Huntrix, shared that her bias for this character would be either Jimin or Jungkook. She said, quote, "I'm an ARMY, so BTS, but I'm OT7. I do, for fun, give all my characters BTS biases. It's like my version of astrology. In my mind, I think Zoe's either a Jimin or Jungkook's girl. These two really track for me." And now let's move on to social media updates. After almost 2 years, on June 24th, we finally got a new Jimin dance reel on his Instagram account, doing the J-Hope's Killing It Girl challenge with Jungkook's voice giggling in the background at the end. Everyone was so excited for the dancer Jimin comeback, showing it by trending 5 related keywords and trending on Twitter Regs following Jimin's post. Hype performance director Googie shared Jimin's reel. Producer Ghostloop, producer Evan, Dior public relations executive Evelyn Hua Chung, renowned artist Lee Kay, and Loco, his collaboration partner for Smeraldo Garden Marching Band, all liked Jimin's post. Philippines media GMA News shared the video on their account, and many other famous personalities liked his post as well. But the most excited one was Hobie himself, who immediately commented on Jimin's new video and posted about it on his account as well. We love to see members' sweet interactions and support for each other. We are so back and we love it. Jimin's dance video also gathered 50 million views and 5.1 million likes in just 21 hours since it was posted, solidifying once again his enormous impact and Jimin effect that sweeps everyone off their feet. And to make it even more fun, many ARMYs started to also post fun 2000s MTV feel edits on their social media. Couple of days later, after that, Jiminie posted again on his Insta page, this time a very silly drawing of him with short pixie hair and glasses made by Jungkook, like suggested in his own caption of the post, JK. Hobie also immediately commented on it with a bunch of crying, laughing emojis. And again, everyone was delighted and endeared by his goofiness, including many famous figures and personas like fashion stylist and director Kim Young-jin, Blush Davis, the co-writer for Like Crazy and Slow Dance, Casual Cass, CEO of talent agency Big Wins Only, award-winning visual artist James Jean, Indonesian actress, presenter and model Audi Marisa, Thai actress and singer Baitoe Zuvapit, and many others. After that, on June 27th, Jiminie and Jungkook were seen by the K-media arriving from somewhere at Incheon International Airport. Maybe they went on a post-military trip somewhere? Are you sure, season 2, everyone? Let's cross fingers for it to be true. Jiminie looked extremely cute wearing his black beanie, black glasses frames, white sweater and his cute little Dior bag, where it was noticed that he had attached a mini capsule of his Face album. Jiminie said Face era forever and we love to see it. So now to finish off the episode, let's talk about a couple of the recent important OT7 news. First of all, we can finally say that with Suga finishing his service on June 21st, all 7 members of BTS have completed their military service. And immediately, the media began their speculation about how their comeback will affect the future of the music industry. Choi Kwang-ho, Secretary General of the Korea Music Content Association, said, "If you look at the distribution of album sales, big artists like BTS account for a very high percentage of the entire industry." He continued, "BTS has gone beyond the boundaries of idol music and has a global appeal with its music itself. BTS's strength is in the lyrics that fans around the world can relate to and the messages contained within them." Some say that BTS's return should not be viewed simply as the comeback of an idol, but as the gathering of artists recognized for their musicality. We even got a news that BTS comeback is in plans of happening in March 2026. BTS comeback date is set for March next year, a HYBE official confirmed through the Korea Herald's source. However, industry insiders see a possibility of a pre-release single or other project dropping before the group's official return. But let's not get too excited yet and focus on the present for now. We trust our boys and we will gladly wait for whatever they will prepare for us in the time they need for it. Following up on the day of Yoongi's discharge, he wrote to us a very emotional and heartfelt letter on Weverse that both made our hearts so happy because it was first time we heard anything from him since last year, and it also was painful to find out he still feels the need to apologize to us about the unnecessary, blown out of proportion situation he found himself in last summer. We just hope he has all the support he needs and that all of it won't burden him for a long time. Especially because we know how selfless and humble he really is. And he proved it to us once again just couple of days after his Weverse message when we found out through a public announcement that he donated 5 billion won, $3.6 million, and partnered with Yonsei University's Severance Hospital to establish a treatment center for children and young adults with autism spectrum disorder. On the 23rd of June, Severance Hospital held a groundbreaking ceremony for the Minyeonggi Treatment Center. A hospital representative stated, "We are establishing a specialized treatment center to support the care and social independence of patients with autism spectrum disorder in collaboration with Suga. It was his first public appearance after his discharge, and he made sure to make it a very meaningful one. Suga, known for his ongoing philanthropic activities and interest in mental health, especially adolescent depression, was inspired to initiate the project after meeting Professor Chon Kung-ga, and leading authority in child psychiatry at Severance Hospital in November of last year. Through a series of follow-up discussions, the two agreed on the need for a dedicated mid to long-term center that could provide sustained therapeutic support for ASD patients beyond the short-term interventions currently available. The donation marks the largest contribution ever made by an artist to the Yonsei University Health System, which oversees Severance Hospital. From March to June this year, Suga personally participated in weekend sessions with ASD patients to test and refine the MIND program. He played instruments, encouraged children to express themselves through rhythm and melody, and helped them develop interpersonal skills through group musical activities. The pilot sessions produced notable results. Children who had previously shown limited verbal communication began expressing their thoughts and emotions through music and lyrics. Some of the patients displayed musical talent by selecting and keeping rhythm on their chosen instruments. Notably, a patient who previously showed minimal verbal and emotional expression began responding to praise and interacted more openly with peers during ensemble play. Suga involvement went far beyond financial support. Chon said, "His sincerity, consistency, and intellectual engagement throughout these past months deeply moved all of us involved. Through music, the Minyounggi Treatment Center aims not to only help children with ASD grow into independent and socially integrated individuals, but also to challenge public stigma and reshape perceptions around autism," Chon added. Over the past 7 months of volunteering and preparing this program with Professor Chon, I've come to realize just how powerful music can be as a bridge between people and emotions, Suga said. Being part of this children's journey has been both humbling and fulfilling, and I will continue to support their integration into society with everything I can. Yoongi didn't just donate money. This was a deeply thought out, emotionally invested effort from someone who has consistently shown how much he cares about mental health. This is what artistry means, not just music on a stage, but music used to build bridges between people, between feelings, between society and those too often left out of it. This is now his legacy, and we are so honored to witness it. That's why ARMY's joined Yoongi's 5 billion won donation with 200 million raised in one day. Severance Hospital announced that as of 9 a.m. on 24th of June, donations from the general public to the Minyounggi Treatment Center has surpassed 200 million won. This came just one day after the news of Suga's donation was reported previous morning. It has been reported that after the news of Suga's donation spread, the External Cooperation Office of Yonsei Medical Center was flooded with inquiries about donations from ARMY and the general public. In response, Yonsei Medical Center added the Minyounggi Treatment Center section to the permanent donation section of its official website, and donations exceeded 100 million won at 3:30 p.m. about 6 hours and 30 minutes later. Donations have now exceeded 200 million won and are still rising. Next, moving on to J-Hope's updates, starting with the final concert of his Hope on the Stage tour on June 14th that marked the end of his very successful solo tour, where on the final day he gave us the absolute all one last time with the shirtless performance for Killing It Girl and a guest appearance of his musician friend Crush, with whom he performed their collab song Rush Hour, and Crush sang Miguel's part in Sweet Dreams as well. Hobie also got very emotional in his final speech while praising ARMY for being the incredible fandom. And after the concert during the Weavers Live, Jiminie jumped into the comments and left few sweet praising messages for Hobie, also saying that he was watching Hobie's appearance on the NBC show Omniscient Interfering View. And speaking of J-Hope's appearances on entertainment shows, beside mentioned by Jimin interview on Omniscient Interfering View, he also was a guest on girl group Twice member Sana's Fridge interview and on NBC's FM4U Baechu So Music Camp radio show. In addition, he posted many Killing It Girl TikTok dance challenges videos on his personal and official Big Hit accounts with hosts of those shows he was guesting at, with his dance crew, and with many other different idol group members. He also gave us 4 amazing live stage performances on K-music shows, M Countdown, Music Bank, Show Music Core, and Inkikayo, each time updating us about his excitement to perform for us on Weavers, and also by dropping many incredible photos on Instagram. And to add even more, for Killing It Girl promotional content, we got dance practices, behind shoot sketches, concert stage cams, and choreo version of the MV as well. After all of that, Hobie flew to Paris, where he attended Louis Vuitton Men's Spring Summer 2026 show, looking so cool and elegant, draped in brown LV suit, pink tie, and LV bag. He also took photos with American film director Spike Lee and member of the idol group GOT7, Jackson Wang. Couple of days after this, J-Hope also won his first trophy for Killing It Girl on M Countdown, and to celebrate, he posted a hotel room version of a music show winning encore performance for us. He is so sweet. Moving on to A.R.M. updates, Samsung has appointed A.R.M. as ambassador for its Art TV platform. He will provide audio commentary for curated artworks on Samsung's art store, sharing his interpretations to enrich user experiences. A.R.M. stated, "As someone who finds deep inspiration and comfort in appreciating their diverse artworks, this collaboration with Samsung Art TV is meaningful. I hope this partnership helps more people connect with art in their daily lives." On the 19th of June, A.R.M. visited Art Basel in Basel 2025, held in Switzerland, where Samsung Electronics participated as an official ambassador. While on site, he shared his passion and inspiration for art and also discussed ways to make it easier to access various works curated by experts in everyday life through the Samsung Art Store.
I just got discharged from my military service just a week ago, and this is my first official schedule, and I'm quite nervous, and actually I didn't expect this session like this big. I'm really honored to be the ambassador for the Samsung Art TV. And actually, a few years ago, I've been to Basel just for just a trip. And it's really a pleasure to meet you guys here, and I'll do my best. Thank you guys.
Thank you, A.R.M.Y.
At a media event hosted by Samsung Electronics, on this day, A.R.M., who held a talk session with Samsung Art Store Europe curator Sofia Monterio, shared candid stories about the positive impact art appreciation has on the creative work and how technologies such as Samsung Art Store are changing the way we appreciate art. A.R.M. said, "When I'm drawn to a piece of art, it feels like I'm having a silent conversation, and Samsung Art TV makes that possible anytime, anywhere. It lets me discover new artists, reflect on my emotions, and let art naturally seep into my daily life." Known for his keen eye for art and culture, A.R.M. explained how art has influenced his worldview and how Samsung Art TV allows people to experience art naturally in their everyday lives. Every space has its own vibe, and sometimes a single painting or picture frame can completely change that vibe. A.R.M. said, "What I really like about Samsung Art TV is that it allows anyone to discover and keep art by their side in a way that fits their daily lives." Videos with A.R.M. from the event were shared on Samsung YouTube channel, and Namjoon also shared many updates about his visit on his Instagram account. After that, A.R.M.'s Lost MV, directed by O. Pierre, has been shortlisted for Creative Circle Awards 2025 under Music Video category. Then, as of Tay, he showed us many updates and photos on his Instagram, and he did a couple of Weavers lives as well, where he chatted with ARMYs about possible new project coming soon, and destroyed us with his muscle body in just a tank top. And next up, for Jin's updates, first there was few behind the scenes videos for iJin commercial, for Don't Say You Love Me at Seongsu fan event, and for Jin Dingo Live performance. And then on June 27th and 28th, Jin kicked off his Run Jin tour with amazing innovative stages and many fun activities for ARMYs to enjoy together with him. And here is how the setlist looked like. He changed costumes on stage, he played games and laughed with ARMYs. His stage guests were Yena for Loser on day 1 and Wendy for Heart on the Window on day 2. K-Media reported an unprecedented interactive concert has been born. BTS Jin rewrote the history of concerts through a heartfelt connection with ARMY. Under the concept of Jin's challenge, the concert was designed so that Jin and ARMY had to complete various missions together through group singing, cheering, and games. ARMY became the special guest of the concert and added fun by participating in games like the telepathy game, Connect ARMY, and Sing It ARMY, a quiz based on audience sing-alongs. Rather than flashiness, Jin presented a new concert paradigm with a stage that prioritized sincerity over spectacle and emotion over technique. The performance on this day went beyond a traditional concert, becoming a warm story written together by Jin and ARMY and deeply memorable special moment. All BTS members also showed up to support Jin on both days of the concerts. On 27th, Namjoon, Tay, and Hobi were spotted in the audience. And on June 28th, the concert guests were Jiminie, Yoongi, and Jungkook. All of them were having so much fun while watching ARMYs play with Jin and while listening to Jin's songs. Jin also called out Jiminie couple of times to join him on stage and sing together.
자, 발레랑 섭진 이번 미션은 통일의 아미인데요. 제시어를 보고 아미들이 몸으로 표현하면 어떤 단어인지 제가 맞추는 겁니다. 저는 진짜로 답을 몰라요. 네, 아미들과 그 연결력이 중요할 것 같아요.
Namjoon, Tae-Tae, Hobie, and even Yoongi posted about the concert on their Instagram accounts, as well as Jiminie, who wrote sweet caption along with his post with a short video of the stage during Jin's performance of Epiphany, which is Jiminie's favorite song of Jin's. It was so nice to see all the members supporting Jin's concert, knowing they will always be there to cheer for each other, made us even more excited for the day we will finally see them all back on stage with us, where they truly belong. And in addition, on top of all of that, we also had BTS officially receiving new gold and platinum Recording Industry Association of America single certifications for songs Blood, Sweat and Tears, DNA, Fake Love, Run, Spring Day, Black Swan, On, Permission to Dance, and Save Me. So that is all for this week's news, and at the end, like always, please enjoy Jiminie achievements. See you next time!